YouTube friends! Today on So Aldo, I will show you how to easily make a trendy blouse and short pants set out of an old dress. This is a perfect sewing project for beginner. We are doing clothes recycling and reimagining today. Not only it is good for your pockets, but it's also good for the earth. Before we get started, be in the know, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, then click all so you'll be notified whenever I post a new tutorials for beginners. Let's begin with the transformation. After I figure out how long I want the top to be, I am going to measure from the waistline down. So I use the pin as my marker and it is about 6 inches from the waistline. I will add about 1/2 inch hem allowance when I cut it out later. By the way, you guys, I hope you are enjoying this beginner-friendly sew with me sewing project. I absolutely love DIYing my old clothes cute again, so I hope you are inspired. This is almost like a DIY thrift flip sewing project. The only difference is I did not spend any money. And then I will cut it off one layer at a time. This dress is a faux wrap dress after all. All I have to do is basically just fold it and hem it all the way around. After I finish hemming the blouse, I am going to shear the sleeve. I'm going to be shearing it 1 inch away from the hemline. And this is what it looks like. Now I am going to try it on to adjust the tightness of the elastic, and then I am going to knot it so it will not unravel. And then I will repeat the same step on the other sleeve. Now it's time to work on the short pants. I will be using the piece that I cut off previously. I will use the short pants pattern that I posted a few days ago, so if you want to watch that to learn how to make your own, it's going to be in the description box below or up here in the info box. So I placed the short pants pattern on 2 layers of fabrics. I actually added 1/2 inch seam allowance on the hemline and on the waistline. And I will add 1/4 of an inch on the crotch seam and the side seam. I will repeat the same step for the front pieces of the short pants. I mentioned earlier, if you decided to make a short pants, just use a regular fabric that you can wear outside. But if you plan on wearing a pajama shorts, just use an appropriate fabric for that. Pajama shorts, I suggest that you use lightweight fabric or silky fabric that you can use as a lingerie. It's time to match the front panel on the back panel. Right sides of the fabrics should be facing each other. Then I will join the side seams. I will be using my serger for this, but you can certainly use your regular sewing machine. You can use a narrow zigzag stitch, or if you have this feature, the stretch stitch, you can use that as well. It will prevent the threads from breaking. So if you ask me if I am going to recommend this sewing machine that I'm using or the Overlocker that I am using, I will certainly highly recommend it. I owned it for probably 5 years now and I don't have any issues with it, and plus it will make your sewing project neater and faster. It's just gonna give you a professional finish on any garment that you are going to make. So this is by the brand Brother 1034D Overlocker. I'm going to open up the leg panel and I am going to put the side seam at the center. I'm going to match the crotch seam. This is the back piece and the other side is the front piece. To tell the difference between the front piece and the back piece, you will notice that the back piece is extended. The crotch area is longer than the front. By the way, you guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I post new sewing projects every week. I actually post at least 4 videos every week. Also hit the notifications so you will get notified. Click that bell icon and then choose all in the drop down window so you will get notified whenever I post a new video. If you are wondering what type of fabric I am using, this was actually a double brush knit, and I love working with this type of knit because they are soft and it's also thick that you won't need any lining. More information about the fabric, I am going to leave the link in the description box below so you can go ahead and check that out. After that, I am going to match the inseam as you can see here. It's time to make a channel for the elastic, so I will be using about 1-inch wide elastic. So I am just going to make a channel that will fit the elastic. We'll leave a channel drive so I can actually insert the elastic. Here I am just doing a straight stitch just because the waistline is already big. It will not stretch further. To figure out how much elastic you will need, simply wrap the elastic around your waistline and then add 1/2 inch seam allowance. I am going to feed the elastic through the channel. Be sure that I will not lose the end on the other side so I can actually secure it later on. After I reach the end, I am going to close the ends or join the ends together, and I'm just going to sew it securely, and be sure that the elastic are not twisted before you do this. Right after that, I am going to close the drive shut. Or the waistband is looking beautiful, but I decided to add extra details, so the short pant is going to look like I bought it at the store. So I decided to do a straight stitch right at the center of the waistline, and then I will be stretching the elastic as I sew. Doing this will also prevent the elastic from twisting inside the channel. All we have to do is finish the hem lines and the short pants is done. I decided to use my cover stitch machine for this just because I have it and might as well use it, right? But you can certainly use your regular sewing machine for this, and you don't even need a stretch stitch just because the leg holes are actually very flowy, so you won't be stretching it. Be in the know, subscribe now for more easy and free sewing tutorials. This is the final transformation. I absolutely love it. It looks so different from where I started, as you can see here. So before you throw away your old dresses, think about it. You can turn it into this trendy style matching set. It actually is very cute. If I wear shorts outside, I will probably rock this outfit. Thanks so much for watching and be sure to come back for more sewing tutorials for beginners. I will see you soon. Bye!